I'm having a lot of struggle reading. I should not have taken that, Eddie. Okay, so today... Oh, welcome back, everyone. Here I have fucking... What's his face? What's his name? Johnny.
Damn, forgetting his own best friend.
And
That's
Adrian.
crazy.
Let me leave.
I love it how he remembered me.
Disgusting.
It's because I
He
was...
didn't have to pause.
Yeah, because I was so angry at Adrian.
Alright.
I did nothing for the record. I am here.
Okay. So today... we're doing the Florida Man Epidemic, so I'm not quite sure if you guys are aware about what this is. Do you guys know?
No.
No.
I know the basics of Florida Man, but I don't know the epidemic of Florida Man.
Well, epidemic is like the joke that what's it called, because it seems to be that every day more and more cases of the whole like Florida Man thing, which is a meme in itself. That if you what's it called, that just the wildest people live in Florida, right? And every day you get the strangest articles out there.
Oh yeah, I know of those.
Yeah. So that's what is like referred to as, you know, the Florida Man meme. And you just find the weirdest shit online. Like, you know, I think the best way to get to like make my point is to just read the intro. On January 11, 2019, in Pace, Florida, United States, a Florida man, 30-year-old Brian Duan Stewart, took the phrase, "kill them with kindness," to an extreme point of literalism. That Friday, January 11, 2019, residents of Pace, Florida responded to some commotion coming from one of their neighbors' homes. When they arrived, the concerned individuals were met with Stewart brandishing a machete with the words, "kindness," written on the side of the blade. Stewart leapt to attack and tried to harm all who approached the house, exclaiming that he would kill them with kindness. In the commotion, he managed to cut one of the neighbors with a machete. There were, of course, multiple witnesses, most of which called the police, and they arrived soon after. Although the police were met with some resistance, they managed to apprehend and detain the machete-wielding maniac. Stewart reeked of alcohol, and once arrested, he was taken to the precinct not too far from the point of arrest, and was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Not even a month later, on February 8th, police would arrest Peter Michael Alaka, 41 at the time, after attacking his girlfriend with a burrito. Yeah.
Not the burrito.
I think it was real brutal assault, if I remember correctly. On February 8th, 2019, Ilakwa shoved his girlfriend into a chair and chucked his burrito at her face with a shocking amount of force. When it collided with her face, the burrito practically exploded and contents of the burrito were found on her face, neck, and shoulder area. Once police arrived, they arrested Ilakwa, and he then faced domestic battery charges. As if that weren't strange enough, not even a month later, another Florida man was brought to justice after a policeman offered him a slice of pizza. On February 28, 2019, Florida man Evan Charles McLenor, 33 at the time, was charged with resisting arrest as well as aggravated stalking. On February 28, 2019, police officer arrived at the home in Pensacola, Florida, I'm gonna go with, after receiving a report of a potential battery. There at the Pensacola home, they found McLemmer barricaded in his room where he claimed to have a gun. This prompted police officers to call the SWAT team, and this led to a 4-hour standoff. For the longest, it seemed like McLemore wouldn't budge. That was until negotiators managed to coax him into coming out willfully with the promise of a slice of pizza. After being arrested, his bond would be set to $105,000. It was unclear if McLemore received the slice of pizza, so we actually don't know if he actually got one.
Damn, that's a setup.
Imagine if he didn't get one, I'd actually be kind of upset. You can find insane stories like this by simply searching up Florida Man and a subsequent date. This kind of insanity is what led to the Florida Man becoming a meme. Sometimes you receive some genuine disturbing finds, but more often than not you find just bizarre tales that leave you in a state of confusion, awe, or even laughter. And that's what we're going to be looking at today, the Florida Man Epidemic. I'm sure it's a bit of a stretch to call this meme an epidemic, but considering how bizarre some of these tales could get, I figured this episode, if you really wanted to call it that, needed an equally ridiculous title. So, since here we not only deal with the creepy and the horrific, we also deal with the strange, and Florida Man very much fits that boat. Pardon the pun. You're still there?
We should fence Florida and isolate it from the rest of the world for our safety.
Adrian, your input was not very productive.
That joke was not very productive.
That wasn't a joke. It was a pun, and I didn't make it on purpose.
A pun is a joke.
You're a pun. Anyway,
You're like a pun.
so's your face.
Take that back.
No. Florida Man. So the way we're gonna do this video is that I decided to go look different dates that correlate with our birthdays and found the strangest Florida Man articles I could find. And we're gonna go in order of birth, so that means I go first.
The old one, of course.
Bitch.
The senior citizen of the group.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was showering and then I took a bad step and my entire leg started hurting.
Jordy,
Yeah.
I'm breaking
don't forget
apart.
to do your stretches before you go into shower, Jordy.
I'm breaking apart, you guys. Anyway, January 16, Florida man tries to rob Publix with a stapler. So, Publix, I believe, is their version of Staples. You guys can see the
Oh,
article.
with the pair of staples? Okay. I'll say props for that.
A Florida man charged with trying to rob a Publix with an odd weapon. Author Gino, January 16, 2023, so last year.
Damn, that shit was recent.
Yeah, very recent.
Wait, so are we gonna have like multiple ones for that day?
No, I only pulled out one for each of us, and then after we're done here, we'll just look up different dates.
Okay.
Alright, this article goes, a new year, a new Florida man. No, not so much. WPLG reports that 31-year-old Patrick Abbott was arrested Saturday for armed robbery. They say he did his routine where he slipped a Miami Publix employee a note saying to hand over the money, claiming he had a gun. The employee was able to call for help. The would-be robber left the scene without the money. Police caught the guy, according to the TV station. They say he tried to throw the note away. Later, the employee positively identified him, and he was charged. Oh, and that gun? It wasn't a gun. It was apparently a stapler. He tried to rob Florida's version of Staples with a stapler. Let's see.
You gotta give him
Don't make
points
him
for
rob a dick
creativity.
store then.
Gonna come in with like a full bag from Spencer's.
Oh no.
This apparently wasn't Abbott's first run-in with the law. According to the report, he was arrested for child abuse last month when he was seen leaving a 4-month-old baby in a Walmart parking lot. What the fuck? I didn't read this article beforehand, you guys. I just read the title.
Oh my goodness. This is his first fucking time.
I kind of want to read that one. Should we?
I'm down. How long is it?
I'm assuming not long if it's citing itself.
Let's do it.
Man previously arrested for child abuse back in jail for trying to rob Publix with a stapler. Patrick Abbott was arrested last month after repeatedly, so multiple times, dropping 4-month-old baby in Walmart parking lot.
What the fuck?
Multiple fucking times. What the fuck?
That poor child.
We have another situation where they just left the fucking kid behind. Do you think like child care services or whatever had to like return it multiple times?
What? Like, would you not take it away after like at max the second time? Like, first time, like, okay, you really fucked up. But here's your child. But a second time and multiple times? Now that's insane. Why the fuck do they keep bringing it to him?
Oh my god. Hold on. I gotta keep progressing because the most of that article was just detailing the same things. Here it is. A man is facing child abuse charges after police accused him of dropping a baby at Northwest Miami-Dade Walmart Monday afternoon. Miami-Dade police announced the arrest of 31-year-old Patrick Abbott, who lives on the streets of Miami on Tuesday morning. According to an arrest report just after 4 p.m., customers at the Walmart at 3200 Northwest 79th Street in the county's Gladeview area witnessed Abbott drop the 4-month-old baby girl to the ground and reported it to an off-duty Miami-Dade police officer who was working a detail at the store. So like he just dropped the baby on the floor. Like he didn't put him in like a basket or anything. As the officer approached Abbott, she saw him drop the baby again, the report states. While an officer... Again. I want to know how many times.
Like, what was like the gaps? Like, fucking, was it like picked up then dropped again?
It doesn't say so far in the article. He might have been really drunk, and I think it's just like insinuating that it kept dropping the baby. While an officer wrote in Abbott's arrest report that he dropped the baby on the floor, witness Andrianne Ferguson said the incident happened in the store's parking lot. I'm having a lot of struggle reading. I should not have taken that, Eddie. He dropped that baby 4 times. Horrible, Ferguson said. As I got to the lady, she said, "Help me, he was trying to stomp the baby. He dropped the baby and tried to stomp the baby." It got worse.
I don't think it was an accident. I don't think that was an accident. Is it like, whoops, there it goes again.
Oh,
This is the last time you fall.
Oh my god, it gets even worse. The report doesn't state what relation, if any, Abbott had to the child.
Oh my god.
He could have picked this child off the street and just boom. And the article just kind of goes on to say that he had nothing to say to the journalist assembled at the jail. Well, shit. Mine left to a rabbit hole. Oh no. No.
What do you mean, no?
It's hitting a bit too hard.
How much did you take?
Bro, I took one. I don't know what happened. Why is this one so strong?
Is it how many milligrams?
It's only 10.
Why are you tripping so hard?
I don't know. Yesterday I did more and I'm not being as affected. Johnny, we're doing your birthday, June 14th.
Alright.
Florida man arrested for beating up Uber driver with antenna and bystander's cane.
He grabbed a cane from someone.
Bro, that's what I'm thinking.
What I said.
Oh yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like he just took it from someone off the street and started beating him up with it.
From GTA.
St. Petersburg, Florida. A St. Petersburg man was arrested Thursday after police reports say he beat up an Uber driver with a water bottle, a car antenna, and I'm assuming it's a cane, and a cane belonging to an elderly bystander.
Bro had a whole inventory on him.
He smacked
He
his ass
kept
with the
upgrading
water.
his weapon.
What the fuck? He hit him with one and wasn't through, so he got the next thing. So did he rip off the car antenna? Let's see. There's technically no Oxford comma, so I'm assuming the car antenna and cane belong to the bystander.
A person's car antenna?
Yeah, he took someone's car antenna and just started beating him up with it.
Honestly, yeah. Why would you use your own?
St. Petersburg police say on June 6th, the Uber driver attempted to terminate the ride, making 26-year-old Denzel Johnson angry. According to reports, Johnson hit the victim with a water bottle and then got out of the car and broke off the antenna. He used the antenna to strike the victim in his left shoulder. Johnson then took the cane from an elderly bystander and hit the Uber driver in the right shoulder. Oh my god. The Uber driver ended up with deep bruises and lacerations. Oh, he was probably whipped by the antenna then. Like, quite a bit. He was able to pick Johnson out of a photo a few days later with the help of St. Petersburg police. Johnson was arrested Thursday morning at 10:30 a.m. He has already bonded out of jail. Johnson, who lives in St. Petersburg, now faces criminal mischief and aggravated battery charges. So that was Johnny's.
Damn. Well, mine wasn't that much of a long story.
No, yours is pretty short. Mine went
Yours
down
was
a
pretty
rabbit
brutal
hole.
though.
Yeah, yours is kind of.
Yeah, but just a bit. I mean, I think that baby would disagree.
All right, now we're going to Adrian's.
That's right.
July 16. Florida man accused of throwing a live alligator off a roof.
What the fuck did the alligator do to
Grown
him?
adult? Or was it a baby?
It might have been
Those
an adult.
fuckers those fuckers weigh a ton.
Daytona Beach shores. A Homestead man accused of trying to throw a live alligator onto the roof of a beachside lounge reportedly told police he was teaching it a lesson. Oh, the alligator. He was teaching the alligator a lesson.
Their average weight is 790 pounds.
You know, respect my man then for like trying to do that.
Was he a fucking power lifter?
Fuck, I don't know. Let's find out. William Hodge, 32, was arrested early Thursday by Daytona Beach Shores police. According to the police report, officers saw the man take the alligator by its tail, hit it against the awning of a building, throw it to the ground, and stomp on it twice. What the fuck?
He was having an anime fight.
There's no fucking way this shit is 700 pounds. Because if so, this is the world's strongest man, and we gotta put him down now. This dude is fucking vicious.
That's amazing. I didn't expect this turn. I thought he was throwing it at someone's.
Dude, he was swinging that shit like fucking Mario 64.
Like fucking Bowser.
Yeah. It was like, so long, gay alligator.
Hodge was arrested and charged with possession and injury of an alligator, unarmed burglary of an occupied dwelling, theft, and criminal mischief.
I'm surprised like half the citizens aren't just in jail.
The more you hear about this shit, right? Hodge told police that he had stolen the gator from an enclosure at a nearby miniature golf course. Miniature golf courses have gators?
What? Why? What the fuck does a miniature golf course have actual alligators?
Yeah, I'm trying to. What the fuck?
I feel like that's a very freaking health concern.
What's happening in Florida?
And why are you beefing with an alligator at a mini golf course?
I have so
Nah,
many
he went to go
questions.
find that fucking alligator. The alligator must have fucking eaten one of his balls or some shit.
The story it's the Dandaran.
We wouldn't know, Jordan. We don't watch it.
Well, you guys should, you fucking bitches. This is where the video is gonna take a bit of a freeform take. So I'm gonna go around the table like twice, and each of us are gonna pick a date, and we're just gonna look up the article.
I call dibs on 420.
Okay, then we'll go with you first. Adrian, you have time to think about it after. Florida Man
All right.
report. April 20th. Florida man fights aggressive coyote with coffee cup. I'd do it again. April 20th. Cops arrest Florida man after finding over 4 pounds of cocaine in Lunchables.
Not a lunchable.
Oh. The police started by cleaning the vehicle off the suspects and began the search. Their overspeeding proved a dumb move, but something else was dumber. The Lunchables boxes looked bigger and felt heavier than usual. Besides, they were within the scope of a first glance, but even before the cops looked to the boxes, they noticed semi-automatic handguns and confiscated them. Normally, Lunchables boxes are as light as to be carried by one hand. However, the cops had to use 2 hands to sustain the heavy weight of one box. So how much would that be? You guys are the
It's
scientists.
just a... Jordis, we don't use Lunchables as a metric system.
Well, I'm asking
Is
like
it the box? Is it like the box one? Or is it the plastic one?
it said the box one. Because it said the boxes were like heavier than usual. But if
It
you had
has
to
to be
use
like
2
10
hands,
pounds plus.
you can't do 10 pounds with one hand?
If you don't expect it to be heavy.
Oh.
Because like it's cardboard, it can't hold that much weight though.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Could also be small and compact, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it would just rip the fucking box.
Hmm.
Lunchables boxes must be a lot stronger than we're giving them credit for. That.
It can barely hold some pizzas and a fucking small ass Capri Sun.
If you want to call them pizzas.
Alright, sorry, my bad. Lead-filled pizzas.
So they decided to unravel the boxes, probably thinking, how heavy a luncheon meat, corn syrup, and crackers. But it was purely Coke. No Lunchables cubies to at least confuse anyone that tried to open the boxes. Just Coke from the bottom to the top of the boxes.
Damn.
What was thought as a mere case of lane change and speed violations dramatically turned out into something more serious. 21-year-old Nelson Lopez III and Nelson Lopez Jr., 41 from Zephyrhills, Florida. That sounds like a fucking bacterial infection. Sorry.
I've been diagnosed
With Zephyrhills. 41 from Zephyrhills, Florida were immediately arrested and later charged with possession and trafficking cocaine. The duo also faced a $40,000 fine with the possibility of serving 22 years in prison. Damn. Alright.
Alright, so Christmas.
Florida
I want to
man.
see, yeah. Let's see the
December
jolly spirit.
Florida man
What?
destroys Waffle House with chainsaw after alligator rejects sexual advances.
Oh,
That one.
God.
You better insert the chainsaw theme.
Is that real? No, it's fake. Oh my god, it's fake.
I was on like Denji IRL.
Dude, I was so invested. I don't know what's worse, that I'm disappointed that it wasn't real, or that Florida man is so crazy that I believed it to be real. How about Florida man with drugs around penis denies they were his?
I'm just curious how he wrapped it around.
Or,
Like, is it around his waist or actually on his dick?
well, I guess that's an answer. There's only one way to find out. So this happened in Clearwater, Florida. Florida authorities said they found cocaine and methamphetamines wrapped around a man's penis during a traffic stop, but the man denied the drugs were his. Pinellas County Sheriff's deputies said they stopped a vehicle driving without its lights on at 4 a.m. last Saturday. WFLA-TV reports the driver was arrested on charges of DUI and marijuana possession. Wait, is weed illegal in Florida?
What year was that article?
2021.
It is still illegal.
What the fuck? Out of all the things happening in Florida, that's crazy.
It says possession with 20 ounces can lead up to a year in jail and a fine of $1,000.
That's
Fucking
insane. It's because they know Florida can't have any more drugs.
They're like, look, cocaine, methamphetamine, whatever. Is that cannabis?
They're like,
Uh-uh.
they saw and they're like, what the fuck? Authorities said they found a gun under the passenger seat while searching in the car and discovered the drugs while searching the passenger. The man said the drugs were not his, but didn't say who the drugs belonged to, according to the arrest report. But he just had them wrapped around us, I assume.
But it's just like, like, so you pat him down, you touch his junk. Like, are you gonna question there's something there?
You're like, is that a lump, sir?
Or do you need to get checked on?
Florida man dressed as a banana charged for whipping out his banana. Okay.
So he was a banana. And he whipped his own banana?
Exactly. And it turns out, the true bananas were the ones you met along the way.
No.
I'm just wondering, what would provoke him to do that?
You know, I gotta say, maybe some of the alcohol he was probably drinking that night, or some kind of drugs, considering all the other reports we've been reading. And it's Halloween. He probably found that house that was giving away the free weed.
Oh, the ones that warned us about.
But he didn't give us the addy. Happy Halloween. Florida man was busy celebrating the holiday and couldn't keep himself out of trouble. He was not only dressed as a banana for Halloween, but decided to whip out his little banana also.
Not the little.
I kind of want to just put the picture of the Fortnite banana because I feel like that'd be funny. As first reported by the Smoking Gun, Kyle Mortimer, 20, was arrested about 1:20 a.m. in Key West. According to the police report, the officer was flagged down about someone urinating on the sidewalk. Even though there were porta potties just across the street, Florida Man must have felt he was privileged enough to relieve himself wherever he felt like it. The officer made contact with Mortimer while he was still in the process of public urinating. When the officer identified himself and told Mortimer to stop, Florida Man fled. Another officer told him to stop, but he zigzagged through the crowd to make his getaway. When the officer tried to apprehend him, Mortimer made like a banana peel and slipped away.
Nah.
There's no way that made you laugh, Johnny.
Mortimer was having so much fun writing it.
because I actually put it in there, yeah.
That's not fair. I get crickets and you guys applaud their banana joke?
It was
a good
clever.
one,
You guys are bitches. Tough crowd.
I didn't give you crickets, it was him.
You allowed it to happen.
Yeah, Johnny, you silently approved it.
The original responding officer was able to grab the banana-dressed urinator, but he continued to resist and pull away. Key West police weren't about to let him slip away again. At this point, the officer utilized a leg sweep and took Banana Man down. Mortimer continued to resist, being cuffed by lacing his fingers together. Once the police had him securely apprehended, they walked him down to the Old Town Hall for processing.
Let's do 4th of July.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Florida Man pretends to be Firework, screams noises in middle of night. He was caught on security tape screaming fireworks noise across the canal in the southeastern 10th Avenue of the town. After the weekend of 4th of July, America's Independence Day, residents of Cape Coral Canal in Florida were woken up by fireworks, but not exactly what you're thinking of. On the night of June 25th, Sarah Warnock could hear a man screaming very loudly at 3 a.m. in the night. When she went out, there was not much to see, so she shouted, telling him to shut up. To that, the man pretended to be a firework and yelled, conveying that fireworks were really annoying, and people should stop doing it in the middle of the night. He was caught on a security tape screaming firework noises across the canal in the southeastern 10th Avenue of the town. In the video, a man can be heard screaming, "Firecracker, firecracker, boom!"
I thought he was really going to make the noises. Like,
That's what he was saying.
I thought he would make like a high screeching noise.
To that, Warnock shouts, "Shut up!" replying to her. He screamed again using expletives. "Bottle rocket, yeah, it's..." I think it says fucking annoying, isn't it? "Quit fucking doing it in the middle of the night," he said. He seemed to be upset that people were celebrating early, Warnock told NBC2. Oh, so he did it because all those people popping off their fireworks way too early.
oh. Honestly, valid. Because fuck them. Why are they doing it like a month before? Every single fucking night.
No, for real. And then a month later, or sometimes even to the end of the year. When a reporter from the news channel went door to door in the neighborhood asking people if they were that angry man, no one admitted, and the identity of the man remains a mystery. Oh, so no one found him. In the U.S. state of Florida, fireworks are legal only on 3 days: New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, and U.S. Independence Day. Florida is shockingly strict for the amount of shit that goes on there.
But nobody abides to the laws.
I know, which is what makes it so funny. What was your guys' favorite story of the night?
The baby
I like
being
the last
dropped.
That's evil.
The baby dropped.
It's just iconic.
Iconic.
When you think of Florida Man, you think, he might drop some babies.
What the fuck? Alright, Johnny, what about you? Which one's your favorite?
I like the last one. That's just a petty bitch, and I respect that.
just dying that he was laughing or that he was yelling boom boom fireworks. I think my favorite has to be the alligator one.
Which would
The one where
he's fucking Florida.
the one where he went to the mini golf place to find that specific alligator and decided to beat it the fuck up to teach it a lesson.
Fucking swing it by the tail.
Bro. And then the visual of fucking of little Mario swinging around Bowser. Man, people in Florida, you guys are fucking cracked. You guys are crazy.
Like I said earlier, lock Florida up, keep the rest of the world safe.
Have you ever seen that Bugs Bunny gif?
Discord or Insta?
Or
Yeah.
Oh man.